Standardized tests like the Wisconsin Forward exam measure student performance. That data helps teachers identify who to help and in what areas. It also shows parents how effective their district is in preparing their child for college or even a career. DPI says its changes modernize Wisconsin standards with a growth mindset, but Republicans, they're not buying it. The next time your student takes the Forward exam, ACT or pre-ACT this spring, their scores will fall into one of these 4 categories from best to worst: advanced, meeting, approaching, or developing. The terms are different from what's been used the last 10 years: advanced, proficient, basic, and below basic. Most of the benchmark numbers assigned to those categories known as cut scores are new too.
The cut scores and everything, yeah, they have some impact on how people view a community, but it's really about the kids.
State Representative Robert Whitkey, a former school board president at Racine Unified, says the words don't just sound better, they paint a better picture too. That's why he's co-authored a bill to revert those standards.
How are you going to compare anything if you've lowered the standards and said that now all of a sudden we're doing well when before we weren't?
State Superintendent Jill Underly says she didn't lower the standards. In a statement, Underly writes the updated assessment is actually more accurate and reflective of student performance. She adds it's disappointing but not surprising that some politicians believe they know better than educators.
Superintendent Underly went through the course of what she's supposed to do. She listened to educators.
State Senator Chris Larson tells Fox 6 he thinks the bill is a political play to weaken Underly's re-election campaign. Her 2 opponents, Sauk Prairie Superintendent Jeff Wright and education consultant Brittany Kinzer, both support the bill. Now, the benchmarks DPI would revert to were those in place during the 2021-2022 school year, which means the standards Republicans want to reinstate are actually those enacted by the previous DPI superintendent, who just happens to be Governor Tony Evers.
So this has historically been the call of the superintendent of DPI. What lawmakers are trying to do is say, we're going to take some of that power back. That's how this has become so political.
Correct. It's the superintendent that has the say over their agency, over policies like this. But in this instance, because this certain superintendent stepped one way, the legislature not agreeing with it, they want to take that power back.
Everybody's saying, of course, of the utmost importance, student education, making sure everybody, no matter what your zip code, gets a quality education.
Exactly, and there's so many ripple effects to that, not just in the community, but career readiness. If you think about the workforce issues Wisconsin has had, so there's so many layers, so many dominoes.
Yeah, all right.
See where it goes, Sam. Thank you.